Good evening everyone, this is Shivam Dutt Mehta welcoming you all to News in Focus on your favorite channel, Sudarshan World. We are here to keep you informed and engaged with today's headlines. From the local stories shaping our communities to global events impacting us all, we have got it all covered. In a pointed address at the United Nations General Assembly, India's permanent representative to the UN, Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj, firmly criticized Pakistan's envoy for what she termed as destructive and pernicious remarks, highlighting the need for constructive dialogue amidst global challenges. Ambassador Kamboj's remarks came in response to Pakistan's UN envoy Munir Akram's comments, which included references to sensitive issues such as Kashmir, the Citizenship Amendment Act and the Ram Temple in Ayodhya during the UNGA meeting on culture of peace. Asserting India's commitment to fostering peace, Kamboj emphasized the importance of dialogue, guided by respect and diplomacy. She questioned Pakistan's track record, urging the delegation to align with fundamental principles. Kamboj underscored the opposition of terrorism to the core teachings of all religions, advocating for compassion, understanding and coexistence. She called for collective action to combat intolerance, discrimination and violence based on religion or belief, stressing the importance of protecting sacred sites. Highlighting India's diverse cultural heritage, Kamboj praised the country's long-standing commitment to tolerance and coexistence. She emphasized the significance of festivals like Diwali, Eid, Christmas and Nowruz in celebrating shared joys among diverse communities. India also commended Bangladesh for presenting a resolution on follow-up to the Declaration and Programme of Action on a Culture of Peace, which it has proudly co-sponsored. In the face of geopolitical tensions and uneven development, India's address at the UNGA serves as a reminder of imperative to prioritize dialogue, respect and cooperation in fostering a culture of peace on the global stage. In a significant legal move, a coalition of over 10,000 black cab drivers in London has initiated legal proceedings against Uber, accusing the ride-hailing giant of violating taxi booking regulations in the British capital. The lawsuit, which could potentially cost Uber more than $313 million, marks a significant escalation in the ongoing tensions between traditional taxi services and app-based transportation platforms. The group action claim has been filed in the High Court and centres on Uber's operations in London between May 2012 and March 2018. According to the cab drivers, Uber misled Transport for London (TfL) regarding its ride booking system, allegedly breaching private hire licensing rules in the process. At the heart of the legal dispute is Uber's alleged practice of allowing its drivers to accept bookings directly from customers, bypassing the centralized system utilized by traditional minicab services. The claim contends that this booking method was unlawful, as it did not adhere to private hire regulations, with Uber purportedly providing misleading information to TfL to secure its license. The cab drivers argue that during this period, they suffered financial losses due to a decrease in customers or the need to work longer hours to remain competitive against the popular ride-hailing app. RGL management, acting on behalf of the London Cabbies, has spearheaded the legal action, with each driver potentially eligible to claim up to £25,000. Uber's regulatory challenges in London are not new. The company faced scrutiny over passenger safety and transparency issues, resulting in TfL initially denying its license in 2019. Despite subsequent licensing renewals, the current lawsuit underscores the persistent tensions between traditional taxi services and tech-based transportation platforms in the UK capital. Amidst escalating campus unrest over the conflict in Gaza, US President Joe Biden ended his silence on the issue, asserting Americans' right to protest while condemning violence in no uncertain terms. In a statement delivered from the White House on Thursday, Biden addressed the wave of demonstrations across the country, emphasizing the importance of peaceful dissent in a democracy. Breaking his silence on the matter that has drawn mounting political pressure, Biden declared that there is a right to protest, but not a right to cause chaos. The president's remarks came against the backdrop of televised scenes depicting campus disturbances, prompting criticism of his handling of the situation. Previously, Biden had largely left comments on the matter to his spokespersons. Navigating a delicate balance, Biden, a Democratic president seeking re-election, denounced anti-Semitism while affirming young Americans' right to protest and aiming to mitigate potential long-term political repercussions. He underscored that while peaceful dissent was a cornerstone of democracy, violence would not be tolerated. Biden asserted that destroying property is not a peaceful protest. It's against the law, listing acts such as vandalism, trespassing, and disrupting campus activities as unacceptable. He stressed that while dissent was vital, it must not lead to disorder or infringe upon the rights of others. Although pressed on whether state governors should deploy National Guard troops to restore order if necessary, Biden responded in the negative, affirming his stance against such measures. Furthermore, he clarified that the campus protests had not prompted him to reconsider his policies in the Middle East. As Biden's administration grapples with the complex dynamics of domestic dissent and international conflicts, his recent remarks underscore the challenges of balancing competing interests and upholding democratic principles in a polarized political landscape. And with that, we wrap up tonight's episode. I want to thank you all for joining us here on News in Focus. Remember, the news never stops and neither do we. Stay tuned to Sudarshan World for national and international updates. Till the next time, this is Shivam Dutt Mehta wishing you good health and prosperity. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Hindustan.